happened. We've got a front of shirt sponsor, a company I can't say I think a lot of people would have heard of before, but it's only taken us until 4 games until the end of the season in the Premier League. We will wear this sponsor on our front of shirt, on our shirt for the remainder of the season in the Premier League. It will be showcased in this upcoming game against Djurgården. Hello and welcome back to another preview. There's it's all the sort of stuff that you would imagine we're going to be talking about in regards to the games, the lineup, what we can expect to see, a prediction, but also I wanted to bring a little bit of emphasis on this situation that has transpired seemingly out of nowhere. There wasn't too much in the way of rumors or speculation or just I suppose rumors in leaks as well. Leaks. This isn't a name that I think we saw at all, at least until maybe like a few minutes before it was announced. How they can keep something like this completely under wraps until like 5 minutes or so until before it's announced. That said, I think they were showcasing it at the Women's Champions League semi-final. But Damac, a property agency, I think. It says this. Chelsea have signed a global sponsorship deal with Dubai-based real estate company Damac Properties. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I could be mistaken, but I think in Dubai, there's a lot of buildings that say Damac on it. I might be mixing that up with something else, but it's a big brand over there in terms of real estate, and I won't lie. It's a pretty nice looking sponsor, to be completely honest with you. It's a shame that it's come at this time in the season. However, the deal will see Damac branding appear on the front of the club shirts until the end of the season, excluding the Club World Cup. This does not include the Club World Cup. Damac has also has plans to build Chelsea-branded residences. So, that said, it does go on to basically say that this will be a partnership. We will be the global partner of, we will be the global partner. Damac will be the global partner of Chelsea Football Club. Our property sponsor, we've got a tyre sponsor, we've got a property sponsor now. Damac will remain with us for the coming years, I think, or at least next season, where they will be, on the Chelsea website, you can see all the sponsors and on billboards and all that sort of stuff. So, with that said, we will have a front of shirt sponsor for tomorrow's game. I would be highly, highly surprised if it's available to purchase just yet. I'm just going to have a quick look. Chelsea Megastore. You can get up to 50% off where we were. Kits, yeah, it's not available just yet. Maybe in the Megastore, in the club store. I was fucking, but yeah, anyway, you might be able to get it there. In person, at Stamford Bridge is what I'm trying to say. With that said, we do have a game on our hands tomorrow, the first leg of 2. This one coming away from home against Djurgården, who, let's be honest, it's... My first thing I want to preface, right, is this. As the title of the video says, as well as the sponsorship thing, but it's also rest some players. We have Liverpool on the weekend, for the love of God. And it's a quick turnaround, as you always say, Maresca. So certain players should not feature in this game. I don't want to see James fucking playing in this game in any capacity. I don't want to see Lavia playing. I don't want to see, arguably Jackson, I don't want to see playing. Because this whole thing, right, this whole thing, or Palmer for that matter, at all. I don't want to see Palmer in this team. This whole thing of minutes, gives them confidence, and hopefully they're more confident going into the Liverpool game. And when it doesn't work, and they throw a stinker like they did against, Legia Warsaw the other day, I don't want to see, and Palmer picking up an injury as well, I don't want to see our big name players who we're going to not necessarily rely on, because Palmer is notoriously not a big game player at the moment in terms of top 6 games. But I just don't, it doesn't resonate with me. It doesn't, I don't agree with the sentiment that, of course, it could work, but at the same time, risking players of that level, of that importance in a game like this, it's just so risky. At this time of season, with the games we've got coming up, I don't want to see Cole Palmer. I don't want to see Jackson. I don't want to see James. There's certain other players, sure, I get it. The likelihood of them getting injured is something else altogether. But just particular players, we either can't risk them getting playing because they'll get injured, or we can't risk them because they might get injured, even if they don't necessarily always get injured. With that said, starting 11, I'm going to go with is Jorgensen in goal. And I'm prefacing this against what we had against Warsaw, kind of. But at the same time, mixing it up a little bit, because I don't necessarily, like I say, want to see certain players playing in this game. Josh Irachimpong, give him a fucking bit of game time, for the love of God. Yeah, I know this is a semi-final. But not only is this against Djurgården, who I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to sound entitled or sound like someone who is just, looking past them. It's not even that. Take it home. Take it to Stamford Bridge. This is away. As long as we can avoid an upset defeat or even a draw, I couldn't give a bollocks. I honestly don't even care. If we win it, sure, cool. The focus for me is getting Europa League or Champions League. And I know people are going to be like, well, yeah, winning the Conference League is the easiest way for us to get Europa League. But mathematically speaking, like we should be all right getting Europa League. It's Champions League that we want to be focusing on. But again, I've already said my thing. I don't think we're necessarily ready for Champions League. But at the same time, we want to get Champions League. That's what the focus is being. That's what it should be. I'm going to go toss in, and I'm going to go with Badiashile. And then at left back, I'm going to go with Malo Gusto. In the middle, I am going to go with, this is where it gets a little bit dicey, because someone's got to play. Someone's got to play. I'm going to go with KDH. I am going to go, oh, fuck me. Man, it's pretty tricky. Do you know what? I'm going to go Nkunku. I'm going to go Nkunku there. And I know. Right, this is just a mess, but I'm just going to start like putting players on. George. I'm going to go Sancho. We need to pick 2 more players. I know I said I didn't want to see Nkunku again, but play him in this game. Do you know what? Fucking Schimmerhaker. Why not? Schimmerhaker. And then the other midfielder is going to be, it's going to have to be either, it's going to have to be Lavia. I don't know if that even makes any sense though. But I don't want to risk Caicedo or Enzo. I don't want to risk Palmer. Lavia, who has only just come back. Start him, sure. Start him. This is the predicted starting 11. But I don't want to see Caicedo or Enzo in this fucking team. I don't want them risked and get injured or anything, for that matter. It's an absolute mess of a team if you're looking at that. Not really. I kind of like it. It's, that's... You're playing a game... if we were in a friendly against Djurgården, would you really want us playing our best 11? No. But because it's a semi-final in a European Cup, you start to double guess. With that said... He's going to put out his strongest possible 11, and I'm going to fucking hate him for it. Because then we're not going to do it. We might not win. We're going to look like idiots, and then it's all going to be for nothing. I'm so pessimistic right now coming into Sunday. Not this game. I couldn't give a fuck. I just couldn't care less. But at the same time, predictions wise, even with that lineup that I've gone with, and bearing in mind the press conference hasn't happened yet, so if any of these players are ineligible or injured or whatever, I don't want to hear it. But that said, I'm going to go 3-1 Chelsea. I still think Djurgården score. I still think they score, you know? Tricky customers. We'll have to wait and see. With that said, please do let me know your predictions in the comments down below. Please like the video, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified of any future content on the channel. Let me know your thoughts on the Front of Shirt sponsor, which we finally have our hands on now. And until next time, until the game tomorrow against Djurgården, and until Sunday for the Liverpool game, my name is Harry. Out the Chelsea, and peace.